Are you ready to listen to a podcast?
Here comes the Playhouse Podcast, thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices.
Find, subscribe, and listen.
You stand up, you're waiting to get on an airplane, and somebody bum rushes the line. They jump way ahead of you, like violently ahead of you. How do you handle that? Do you jump in there and take action? That's coming up just a little bit later in the podcast. Right now, let's go. It was about 5 summers ago. We found some tarot cards. We're not even sure it's a complete set, but we found them at a rummage sale. They were 50 cents. We're like, we can't afford something like that with our show's budget. So we talked them down to 25 cents, and next thing you know, the radio is alive with fortune goodness. How's Jenna feeling this morning?
Good. How are you guys?
Great, thank you. What are you doing?
Oh, just enjoying some coffee.
Have you ever had your tarot read?
I have not.
This is virgin territory then. So here's how it's going to work. Kat will first let you know about your horoscope, and then we'll see what card pops out of the deck and what your future holds. So we know that you are a Virgo, correct?
Yep.
Okay, Kat, what do you see?
Try not to rush through the morning. Your electronic devices could deem difficult to resist. Like maybe you'll find a nice little Facebook short batch or like TikTok. It forces you to play catch up on any wasted time from scrolling through your feeds today. So try to just put it to the side. Later tonight, you'll be able to find time for that. But you'll reclaim a sense of peace and personal order when you ground and connect with your higher self. Later today, breathe through any frustrations or tensions that arise, okay?
Sounds good.
Don't be a reactor. Get in there.
All right,
Okay.
what card?
All right, the card that popped out for you was the 9 of Cups. It stands for wishes fulfilled, gifts, and attainment. Ooh. That's always fun to have that in your future.
So is there anything that you're kind of wishing for, things that you're sitting on, waiting for, hoping that you thought would happen?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
A perfect reading, yes. Yep.
So.
Okay.
Well, good. I'm glad that could work out for you. Thanks, Jenna. Another perfect reading with our cards. Have a great morning. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Let's bring Sean on the show. Hi, Sean. How are you?
Hey, good morning. Good. How are you guys?
Good, man. You ever had your tarot read?
No, I have not.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard the last one, but it was remarkably accurate. These are always spot on.
She said, yes, wow, that matches with my life. So hopefully you say the same thing. Now, Sean, you're a Cancer, so you're going to encounter your fair share of moody individuals today. Try not to operate from like a reactive place, okay? Don't fall into those emotional meltdowns. Today may require negotiation and sacrifice on your end. Just try not to lose touch with your boundaries and bottom lines later today, okay? Are you expecting to deal
Sounds
with
good.
like emotional people today, or do you have any like tough situations you have to be in?
Nope, I'm working by myself today, so that sounds pretty good.
Perfect.
What
Yep.
about all those people up there, up in your head? Maybe you're gonna fight with them. Your inner demons.
They're always fighting, I guess, yeah.
They tell me to burn things.
Do they? Scary. All right, the card that popped out for you was 8 of Wands. It stands for travel, flight, and growth.
Are you traveling somewhere?
In the future?
I am, actually.
Oh, really? All right. Remarkably accurate. Where are you going?
I'm going to Sabika, Minnesota.
Right.
Okay.
All the way?
The beautiful Sabika.
You're going to try and make that entire journey today?
Yeah, and then up to Nevis as well.
Right, wow.
Nevis,
Are
Minnesota.
these real places?
Yep.
I've
You
lived
don't
here
know
my
where
whole
Sabika
life,
is?
but I've never been to these places.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, I'm up north.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Which is remarkable. Your station makes it all the way to Hackensack, Minnesota, and then it starts to cut out.
Yeah,
So
well,
that's pretty remarkable.
I'm
Got
glad
a good
you could be-
station there.
glad to be part of the party here, Sean. I hope you have a great morning today.
You guys as well. Appreciate it.
Another killer reading this morning, Kat. So accurate.
Everyone's horoscope makes me upset today because even mine, it's all about fighting with people. Like everyone is going to have drama with people today.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Jamie, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I can't believe you haven't hung up by now.
Jamie, yours is a good one. Just kidding. Yours is horrible, just like everybody else's.
This is so remarkably accurate today, though. Jamie is an Aries, Cat. What's going on with her life?
Tell me if this resonates with you. Your moon brings tension to the air this morning, threatening to upset the balance within your romantic connections at home. You may need to step back and connect with your optimism later on today. Like, just try to block out all of that bad stuff and then plan on laying low from home as the day comes to a close. And then give your heart and mind a chance to rest, okay?
So basically, don't go back to your home. There's no love there for you anymore.
That's what you got out of that.
Are you going through some stuff?
There definitely won't be any loving because my husband is sick, so I can't be close to him.
That's the upset.
That's what I thought.
It upsets the balance with your romantic
There it
connection.
is. So remarkably accurate. All right, well, let's find out what her card popped out was.
Well, this is pretty amazing. Not very many people land on this card. It's a card of strength, and it stands for determination, conviction, and power. So take back your power and
Do you feel like you're determined to be convicted?
No.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Another amazingly
the power.
accurate reading. Yeah.
1 out of 3 ain't bad,
Yeah,
is
that
what my
was,
grandma always said.
1 out of 3 gets you in the Hall of Fame. All right. Jamie, obviously we could only offer you, really nothing today other than a chance to waste your time. So
We'll get your money back to you for all these free
I hope
readings.
you have a
I'll
great
waste
day.
I'll waste my time with you guys any day.
I love it.
Oh, what
Thank
is
you.
wrong with you? One of our favorite things to do is to take everyone's most horrible moments of their week and bring them into what we call an FML Friday. This will always remain anonymous, so when something just horrible happens to you, if you're able to find the funny side of it and you want to share it with us, you can hit us with a text, with a DM, with an email. Those are always the easiest. You want to get us started, please?
Yes, I would. Today, my dad made a voodoo doll out of a melon. This seems to happen a lot. FML. You know, it's always a dateline where they look back and they're like, how many voodoo dolls out of melons did he make? A ton.
Today, in a crowded doctor's waiting room, my 2-year-old daughter leaned to the other side and ripped a huge fart.
Oh, God.
I said, "What do you say?" She said, "It's me!"
Well, she claimed it.
FML.
Today, I was acting as Prince Charming for a 5-year-old's birthday party. After my scene at the ball, the narrator asked all the kids, "Was Prince handsome?" And they all replied with a chorus of, "No!"
Oh.
FML.
Today, a bunch of cops showed up at my house demanding to see my wife to make sure she was okay. Turns out my insane, out-of-state daughter swatted me,
Oh, my
calling 911 to tell them I had tied up my wife and impersonated her for a week. FML.
Is that forgivable? How do you move on from that? I know it's your child, and they may not
You
be
got
in
to
the
cut
best
ties for a
headspace.
long time. There's going to be a lot of making up to do there.
That would be. All right, today while introducing my girlfriend to my family, everyone told me that she looked exactly like my mother. FML. Sometimes that could be a good
Does
thing.
Derek look like your dad at all?
Maybe stature, like
Oh,
you
they
know,
always say
they're
ladies
the
will
same
go for
height.
somebody who's kind of like their old man.
Derek is just like my dad. He is so thoughtful and sweet, would do anything for me. So it's like so true. So true.
Finally, today I got home at 2 a.m. It was dark and I heard my fiance in the kitchen, so I went and I kissed her gently and grabbed both ass cheeks.
Okay.
Normally this would turn her on, but she screamed and turned on the lights. Turns out it was my sister. I groped my sister's booty. Why was she at my house in the dark at 2 a.m.?
Yuck.
FML.
So, Cher, you know how much I love her. I give her so much of my energy. She is now giving back to me. She has created a Christmas song. Oh my God. Look at my smile. How can you deny me?
It's so pandering.
She is just amazing. And she's so bored. She's in her 70s. She's like, fine, I'll do a Christmas song. And kills it.
There's going to be like a black window tinted SUV that rolls up and Mariah's henchmen are going to come out and kneecap her.
I hope not.
You're like, oh my gosh.
There's enough room for the holidays for
I don't
both
know.
of these divas.
That's
Then they're forgetting what the reason of the season is because
to make money
if
together.
they're going to fight.
Right.
Yes, a duet.
Appreciate you checking out the podcast. When we're live again Monday morning, we'll have tons of Kids and Parents Expo tickets. That's coming up on the 28th. Kids 12 and under are free. And if you want to win some actually right now, you can just text EXPO, EXPO, to 251-1047 as we get you back into the podcast.
Okay, so you know Mike Lindell, right?
Yeah, he's the My Pillow guy, right?
Yeah.
This is him.
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
Megan, he's back. The My Pillow guy.
We've got the best pillow ever, My Pillow 2.0. How do you guys sleep at night? You obviously don't have a My Pillow. That's a fact.
Visit mypillow.com.
So he announced yesterday that his attorneys have all jumped ship because he hasn't paid his legal bills.
Now
So
he's
why
under
would you
fire.
put that out there, by the way? That I haven't paid them 1.3 whatever.
He owes over $1 million in legal fees that he hasn't paid, so they said you're on your own now.
Yeah. So he said that the stress is taking a toll on him. That
You think?
it's like whatever, but
when you're going to go to prison for a long time, that's what you're facing? You think that's stressful?
and you owe millions of dollars in
Oof.
unpaid legal bills. Does
Yeah,
anybody currently owe you money right now?
I thought you were going to ask, does anybody currently have a My Pillow? Because we have 3 of them in our house, and I love them. They're great pillows.
My dad keeps getting the sample ones. I'm like, who does
He puts them all together to
a
make one big one.
3-year-old? A 3-year-old can lay their head on this pillow, but it's really good for travel. Like if you bring your tiny little My Pillow, and then you just go like that. But anybody currently owe you money?
Yes, there is a person who used to own a couple of bars here in town that still owes me money from, I think the year was 2008.
Yeah, but they're closed. He's like nowhere
But
to be
he's
found.
still around.
No, he's not.
No. And here's how I know. Last Saturday night at Rocktoberfest in St. Joe, I was talking to a couple of people, and this came up. And I said, that guy owes me money. Oh, yeah, he's still around. He has interests in 1 or 2 other restaurants that are around here, like he's an investor.
Yeah.
And so he still gets around here every once in a while. I said, hey,
What's the number? How much does he owe you?
hundreds. I'm talking, I bet you close to $500.
So I'd say shame on you for going back every time to do gigs when he's not paying you.
Here's the hard part. Like, you guys don't understand this listening, but when the radio station does something out in the public, right? Like, we used to go to bars a lot and clubs a lot and host events. It would be, hey, we'll pay you through the radio station. And some of it would be, we'll pay you on the spot.
Just go to the bar, ask for so-and-so, they'll have your money. And they're never there. They always leave.
Or your gig gets done at midnight, and they're like, oh, we can't until we close out at 2 a.m. or 2:30 a.m. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to wait that long. And that's what happened, is it kept escalating. And then this guy shut down 2 of the bars and then split, and he owes me over $500. And so the guy that I was talking to last Saturday, and I said, if you know he's in town, you text me, and I will give you 10% of what I recover. I will give you a finder's fee if you can put me face to face with this guy, because I want to pin him up in the corner and beat $500 out of him.
You would not.
Well, I'd shake it out of him probably, but I wouldn't beat him up.
Follow him home.
But that's,
give him a wink.
That's a bad idea. I'm not following anyone home. I'm going to do it in a public place, and I'm going to just take his wallet, and I'm going to take everything in there, and I'm going to say, I'm going to come back next time you're here.
Okay. That sounds like a surefire way to get your money back.
Somebody else owe you money?
Yes. Okay, so I was at this apparel shop, and I was getting some sports apparel for myself and Derek for the school Liam goes to. And then this mom texted me, and she goes, hey, if you could pick me up a sweatshirt in this size, that would be amazing. I'm not able to get over there this week, and I really want to take advantage of the deals.
So like $80 school shirts?
So I got her a sweatshirt, which was $44.
Oh,
okay.
Not bad.
I gave it to her. And I don't know if she thought that she Venmo'd me or whatever, but she was like, thank you, and put it on.
You should Venmo request her right now.
I didn't even know you could Venmo.
Yeah, you can request money from somebody.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't want to make things I want my money, but I don't want to make things awkward.
And then in the thing, put, totally forgot to do this before. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for me picking up the sweatshirt?
Yeah, you did something nice for her.
Thank me.
You're pre-thanking her for finally paying you for that sweatshirt. I would Venmo request her right now and just put, totally forgot to send you this. Thank you. And now you're good.
That's
you're gonna
a good
have
idea.
You're going to have $45 extra before noon today.
I'm getting my money back. I'm going to set the mood for you. So this guy, he is walking through TSA. You know how you have like the snaked lines, and then you have to have your passport and ID ready and stuff like that. There's a process. This guy had no time for it and just walked straight through.
If this happened and you were in line, would you stop him? I would.
Well, you should see the video. There are like 10 grown TSA agents that were trying to stop him. He was bulldozing them. He had this massive like guitar case on his back, and who knows what's in that? You know what I mean?
This guy for sure. I would have for sure jumped in. This would have been my hero moment.
I would let you. I mean, I count on people like that to be there, but TSA, they deal with a lot of drama at their job. If you had to name one thing that happened around here that was dramatic, I wonder if we'll say the same thing. What would be yours?
Well, you say what yours is real quick.
Mine is the guy. Well, you weren't even here. Mine is the guy that came in looking for
me.
you.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
And smeared his, whatever was
bodily fluids
down his pants on the window. He was yelling at me. He was yelling for you. What did you do
this
to
guy
this
busted in. No, because he said he heard me telling him things on the radio.
Yeah.
And then came in. I mean, luckily, I don't know if I had an appointment that day or if I just left early to go to the gym, whatever the deal was. But the security footage of this guy that came in screaming for me, I mean, clearly he was off his meds. The cops had run-ins with him before.
Thankfully, they caught up with him. We've had a couple of other instances here. But, drama at work is fun and scary at the same time.
You can text in your experience if you want us to, maybe review it. Maybe it gets on the radio. We'll keep you anonymous if you want at 251-1047. Jim, welcome to the show. What do you got for us, man?
Quick joke. This guy's with a first date with his girl, and they're walking in the countryside, and the bull's out to pasture, and he's having his way with the cow. And she says to him, she says, God, I wonder how he knows when it's time to do that, And he says, well, the cow gives off a certain smell, and then it says that she's ready for mating. Wow, that's amazing. So they're walking along, and here's a dog. And they go, well, I wonder how she knows. And he said, same thing. They give up a smell, and then they know. So they're almost done with their date, and they're kissing a little bit and whatnot. And then he said, well, I'm going to get going. He said, well, when can we have a date again? And she says, when your cold gets better.
Thanks, Jim.
She's giving him
all the sound effects. I'm emptying the cart on a Finally Friday. I'm bringing them all out. He even gets the rim shot at the end. Well
you would give that to him.
The Playhouse Podcast is made possible thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices. Catch the live show weekdays from 5:30 to 9 on 104.7 KCLD. Now, share this with a friend.